What up, good people? Good afternoon, good night, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Millionaire Man Cave. We are live in the building on YouTube and re-tv.net, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in because you could have chosen to be anywhere else, but you chose to be right here on Relationship Entertainment Television with Millionaire Man Cave. The four fellas that kick it each and every Tuesday right here, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, live on Relationship Entertainment Television. Yo, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't forget, if you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell, and get the notifications whenever any of the shows go live on Relationship Entertainment Television, especially this one. I ain't gonna lie, this is the dopest one that's on the network. And I don't say that just because I'm on it. I say it because I'm on it. And I'm gonna leave it right there because I almost said something that got myself incriminated.
You own it. I know. It seemed like you was on it real good.
Hey, we ain't going there yet. They be throwing me off, y'all. They be throwing me off. Yo, let people know about the show because we on. But I couldn't do the show without the four people in the boxes with me. They be throwing me off with these jokes. I couldn't do it with the other three people in the boxes with me. Let's start as always down below. My brother to another mother. From another mother to another mother. Dude, I hope you ain't doing nobody's mama. My brother from another mother. Mike, my man Money Mike is in the building. What's going on, Mike? Mike? He stuck like a mother. He stuck. I was like, wait. I was like, Miami?
He's stuck. He said, "What you say about my mama?"
And it's crazy because I was sitting there like, I thought he was playing. I thought he was being funny. So he's sitting there like, I'm like, okay, Mike got jokes. And I look, I'm like, nah, Mike ain't moving. All right, Mike, come back in a minute. My other dude from the DMV, all the way from Fort Wash, Maryland. Donnell, Mr. Reasonable, is in the building with us.
What up? What it do?
As you can see, Mr. Reasonable is freshened up for the ladies. He got the nice do, trying to get them waves back. He got the blue Mr. Magic grease. They're putting his head with the wave cap. Nah, hey Donnell, you trying to get waves for real, dog?
He got the Merge sporting waves.
The Murray grease. There you go.
The orange and black can.
Hey, dudes still be doing that. Dudes with the wave caps and like, yo, my waves. I got hair, so I don't do that.
They swimming.
Yeah, they be swimming. I'm lost. Hey, talk about man code. That's one you can't say to another man. I got lost in your waves. Or I'm swimming it. Nah, you can't. No. FYI, that's just another man code. We ain't got the man code yet, but that's got to be one that at some point in time you just got to put on the list.
That's terrible. That's horrible. That's terrible. Yeah. I wish, man, I can't even talk about that.
Hey, and that's my other dude, my neighbor, good friend, business partner, everything in between, all that good stuff. Black is in the building with us. What's going on, Black?
What's up, man? You keep switching these. Well, we ain't switching that. We going live on YouTube right now, which is what we always do. But I'm trying to get the feed so I can share from YouTube.
Yeah, if you on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Grab the little three dots in the link, and it says you can share this with people. There's actually a link. If you hit it up, you can see the link on Facebook. You can see the link on Instagram. We put the link a little bit everywhere. So we want y'all to make sure that y'all tune in, follow us here on Relationship Entertainment Television with Millionaire Man Cave, right here, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube and at re-tv.net. Since my man Black doesn't put it on the screen like we used to when we was actually in the cave, he hit that little magic with y'all. We got at the bottom of the screen right there. Hey, I don't know what happened to Mike. Mike just disappeared on us.
I don't know, man. Was it having a problem with his internet?
Mike done ran away. I don't know. Maybe his wife done snatched him up by the back of his neck.
Oh, he said on the feed his laptop is stuck.
Oh, I guess he having technical difficulties.
Yeah.
He having
All
technical
right.
difficulties. Well, while Mike is going ahead and getting himself together, see, my laptop is stuck. While Mike is getting himself together, let's go ahead and do what we usually do and do the intro.
Let's get the intro.
What they do that at? Cause we do that though. I see you talking, so we gon' take it there. And yeah, talking cheap, so don't do that though. My click 100 deep.
We everywhere. Hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Millionaire Man Cave right here on Relationship Entertainment Television. We are live in the building. We in here. We everywhere. As my man Black is saying. Matter of fact, that's his brother, Cool Slick. Cool Slick is the one that does the intro for Millionaire Man Cave. And I don't know about y'all. I find myself singing that drink every time. Like we had last week's Man Code was there's certain songs you can't sing, but that's one right there that just go for me. That's that intro.
Yeah, we
Cool
everywhere,
Slick.
man. We everywhere.
We everywhere is one that's a nice drink for me.
And
And
look, if I share this,
Go ahead.
if I share some if I share this from YouTube to Facebook, will we be able to see the comments?
No, they'll have to click in. Once they click the link, they'll be able to comment. Once they click the link to go on the YouTube, they'll be able to comment.
All right. I'm just trying to see which one I need to share from.
Gotcha. So
So
for
we
those
all
who
be
don't
on
know
the
what
same
my man is doing, my man is I'm on the show. What? I'm on the show on my phone on YouTube. Oh, that's Mike. We don't know what Mike is doing. Mike is in his own little world doing his own thing.
He watching us. He backstage.
He backstage. He has. I don't know. Yeah, what Mike is doing. We'll figure it out at some point in time. Mike will rejoin us at some point. But yes, Nicole says yes. You'll see the comments on YouTube. So for those who are on YouTube, you can comment as Nicole just mentioned. There on YouTube again, or hit us up on re-tv.net as well. But hit us up on YouTube. When you hit YouTube, don't forget like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, because Relationship Entertainment Television has a lot of great content, positive content, not just any content, but positive content for you. They got cooking shows, they got shows for men, they got shows for women, they got shows led by youth. You name it, they got it, and got a lot more stuff coming in 2021. So be on the lookout here on Relationship Entertainment Television, where you can find Millionaire Man Cave I said I ain't say every Tuesday right here, 8 p.m. Eastern time on TV on YouTube Live as well. Now that we got all that business stuff out the way, let's get into our topics, y'all, because we got a lot to talk about. Hey, Donnell, right quick, let me ask you a question.
What up?
How you feeling, bro? Hey, how you feeling, bro? Can't even glove on. How you feeling, bro? hey, I brought some tissue for you too, just in case. I just want to make sure you all right, bro.
Oh man, that's cold. That's cold right there, man. That's cold.
He ain't gonna be saying that next year. We gonna have the same conversation next year. You heard me?
Hey, nah, because I want to know the new way. Also, for those who don't know, let me not leave y'all out of the conversation.
Your boy ain't your boy sometimes, man.
Right.
for those who don't know, all men have to go through that thing called a prostate exam. And as Donnell just told y'all, you usually get them when you turn 40. I ain't 40 yet, so I have not had my prostate checked in the manner in which most people do. But Donnell, when you turn 40, bro?
This past February. Yeah.
Donnell has had the pleasure. Hey, he's had the pleasure. Honestly, I'm making a joke out of it, but I'm serious because all men should make sure that we check up on our health. And I'm messing with Donnell, but I commend my brother for going to make sure he get himself checked out, especially with everything that's been going on and with people's health nowadays, whether it's coronavirus. Chadwick Boseman passed of prostate cancer, right? Colon cancer. My bad, colon cancer. So while I'm messing with Donnell, I'm actually dead serious at the same time, because that's what we, especially as African American men, should make sure we are taking care of our health. So yeah, I just had to get that PSA right quick and mess with my man Donnell.
That's a real deal. That's a real deal. Now,
but Donnell did find out something.
If your doctor is checking your prostate every time you go in there, like, hey, wait a minute now. Wait 1 minute. Wait 1 minute.
Exactly.
If your doctor, here's the thing about your prostate. If your doctor walk in there and lock the door behind him, don't shut it.
Don't do it. Don't do
it. No way. No. My doctor used a new technology. They take my blood.
I was about to say, if he said, "Hey, we don't need protection. Let's just go raw."
Hey, ask for the nurse to be in there with you.
Don't leave. Please say, help me.
Help me.
You ain't even say nothing, just start blinking all crazy.
Right.
Hey,
this is the signal.
Look, man. But that's something, man. Them doctors, man. Can you imagine that, man? Man, what? Imagine, dog, that's your job? Oh, man, you crazy on the what, man? No.
Especially if you're a male doctor. I'm pretty sure it's not as bad for females. It can't be as bad for females. Female doctors, that is.
Did she hook you down there?
Hey, Mike said, "Do you feel safe?"
Did she hook you? You say it then.
Yeah, funny.
You hit the G spot.
Hey, we talked about that person. One of y'all, I think it was Donnell mentioned the other week, how the person wound up killing their doctor because their doctor made them ejaculate a couple times.
Hey, I do this too.
That ain't cool. Hey, what you doing back there?
Oh my God.
He made him ejaculate. Ain't that something?
Especially, like I said, especially if it's a male. So I'm all right. I know I got a male doctor. I don't know how comfortable. Like, is it difference between a male doctor and a female doctor?
Their fingers.
Yeah, I know they're smaller, but I'm just saying.
If your fingers big as hell, huh?
So, but do you seriously like feel more comfortable in front of a female? Like, is your doctor younger or older?
Older than me, sure.
Okay,
when you say younger or older, like
70, like in her 70s.
She probably like in her 50s.
Okay,
we're just trying to see if he molested you or not. We're just trying to figure that out. We want to know if
she molested. Nah, I'm trying to find out. Is it a difference between having a male doctor versus a female doctor?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell you now, I'm not going to
for checkups. For checkups, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be real. We in Man Cave. I got a male doctor. When my doctor does the exam, I ain't got nothing to worry about. But if I get a female doctor and she look halfway decent and she doing an exam, I can't make no promises that she may not realize that I'm excited.
What?
Well, if you excited during an exam.
But okay,
man. Whoa, wait,
not that
exam, man. Hold up, man.
Not that exam. First of all, it's the female.
Hold up, man.
Second of all, not that exam, sir.
So what you telling me is that if your woman, y'all doing it, and your woman just decided to do a wraparound, stick her finger up your butt, you was like, ooh.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. What I heard was
Ooh,
he
ooh,
excited
baby.
to be ready to play with his
Y'all heard the wrong thing. Y'all need to get
said,
your
No,
hearing checked.
that's what
Maybe y'all got
I'm
the same
hearing.
issues.
No matter
Y'all got
what.
the-
Yes.
You gonna check my prostate?
Y'all got the same issues Mike got. Y'all got internet issues. Y'all have
You the
internet issues.
doctor. I ain't know you was the doctor around here, and I damn sure ain't 50. So what the hell is you doing?
Nah.
Hey,
Y'all having internet issues. Y'all got the same issues Mike having. Mike, he got issues. Y'all hearing stuff.
What's Mike doing? Michael, he bystander tonight. What is he doing?
He commentating from the sidelines, obviously. Hey, hey, Mike, what you doing, bro? Commentating from the sidelines. Get your ass back in the get back in the cave. He'll respond in a second. Hey, y'all watch the finals, NBA finals? I can't.
Man,
I
you
couldn't
better
get.
believe. Yeah. You know I'm a Lakers
You watch
fan,
it?
man. Stop playing.
Oh, that's right. You are a Laker fan. I forgot about it. I
Well,
forgot
I'm telling
about
you, it was out the chain. Both my teams won same day. Killed them. Bam.
Yes. I was surprised. Your Raiders. Your Raiders got Kansas City.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yes. Yes, they
In
did.
Kansas City, right? In Kansas
In
City
Kansas
too.
City. In
Yeah.
Kansas City. Raider
That's what
Nation, baby.
All right, moving on.
Y'all like?
All right,
Look at the cup. Look at the hell. Look at the cup.
All right, moving on. well, you got enough trash in your background. We'll need it on the screen too.
Hey man, kill yourself.
Hey, matter of fact, it's a game tonight. So I'm wondering, honestly, I'm really wondering, are we gonna make it through the whole season in NFL this season? Because it's a game tonight. The Bills and the Titans play tonight, and both of them are two undefeated teams. So for those who are getting ready to watch the game, let us know what the score is as you go along. So
hold on, I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm about to put it on there.
I think Black is over there. Say what, Donnell?
14-10, Tennessee.
14-10. See, as y'all can see, my TVs are behind me, so I can't see the score of the game. My TVs are behind me. And yes, my TVs are on the same station every time. ESPN on the same station every week down there on the same exact picture. You ain't got to call me out. You laughing like, Yeah, exactly. Cody, Nicole, it is the Titans versus the Bills who are playing tonight. I ain't fooling with y'all. But hey, I'm serious. I'm wondering though, are we gonna make it through the whole season? We already got Tuesday night football, and they talking about. I know New England and the Bills play next week as well, and that's been a postponed game. Pittsburgh, I think, don't they got a postponed game too?
No, I don't think nobody else had postponed.
They did. They played last Monday. They had a doubleheader last Monday because it was a postponed game.
Mm-hmm.
These dudes is watching TV for real.
No, I ain't watching TV, man. I'm looking at the screen, man. I'm focused.
You focused. With Donnell, like, yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm over here watching the game. Hey, I don't blame you. I mean, my TVs are back there, so I can't see the TVs right now. That's my story.
So, yeah, man. So finish talking about them Lakers, man. How them Lakers then got their 17th championship.
I don't know. I'm not a Lakers fan, so you tell me, sir. Honestly, I couldn't get into the NBA this season. Well, I can't get into the NBA. Period. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a big NBA fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't like sports where you can turn it on and off, or you feel like you can turn it on and off whenever you get good and ready.
Hey, look, man, but you got to think about this dude, LeBron James, man. This dude done got a championship with every team that he done been with. And ain't a lot of guys can say that. And quiet as kept. Rondo got a championship with the Boston Celtics and the Lakers.
And the Lakers. But he was with somebody else in between, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he went to a few teams in between. No, Mike, I think the NBA gonna start back up in
I know they got a yeah. It pretty much did. No, it started back up sooner than that. Like, yeah, Mike just said. So it pretty much was now about next month. But I know there are teams who are actually in practice mode now. Yeah.
Everybody who got sent home from the bubble early.
Yeah. Exactly.
Are they going to do a draft?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they doing the draft.
I think the draft is next, coming up soon. But I think they was gonna put off the start of the season until January.
Gotcha.
That was the last thing I heard.
You think they're going back to that bubble format though?
That's why they want to start in January.
To see if they give it out.
Yeah. So everybody, a lot of people out there believe that after the election, coronavirus is gonna be gone anyway.
Possibly. I don't know. I think honestly, I think the election is going to take up to that long anyhow. Not the election, but them counting votes and recounting and making sure everything is what it is and so on and so forth. I think honestly, it's going to take up to damn near that long anyway before we even find out who the heck won.
If you listen, everybody, if you watch the show, get out and vote. I don't care who you vote for, how you vote, where you vote, just get out and vote. Because if you come to me complaining about how bad stuff is and you a complainer and you ain't doing nothing about it, you can do the easiest thing it is out there, and that is to vote and don't kill yourself. So if you're gonna do your absentee voting, there it is down there. You got yours.
I got it.
Yeah, I see you got yours. I got yours. No, I got mine. I don't have yours. I got mine. Mike, get on your phone, man. Get on your phone. We got you.
Mike said I need a new damn laptop. Hey,
me too. I need to do it.
Get on your phone. Hey,
yeah, man, y'all get out there and vote, man. Y'all get out and vote. You know me. You know what I'm about, man. Get out there. About change, making something happen. I don't want to talk about what's happening. I want to make it happen. So, man, y'all get out there. If you're doing your absentee, don't let it be no excuse, man. Excuse is good for just the simple and stupidest persons making them. That's the only thing they're good for. Don't nobody listen. When people make excuses, the only people believe them is you. No matter how good they sound, the only people believe them is you, and you think it's good. And I had to get out. We had ran out of oodles and noodles, man. And you know how them kids is, man. Get out of here, man. I care about you. Anyway. But yeah, man, get out and vote. No excuses, man. No excuses. Let's just see. See, here's the thing I say. Let's make them, a lot of people, it don't matter. Vote don't. Well, let's just get out and vote. Let me tell you what don't matter. What don't matter is when they don't have to change the rules of how they've been manipulating the system. Because we won't participate in that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to change no voting laws. We don't vote. Get out there and vote. So we'll make them change it. So hey man, let's do our thing.
What about the people who feel like their vote don't count? It don't matter anyway. Why should I vote when my vote don't count any damn out?
What do you mean? What about them?
I'm saying, what are you telling people that? What are you telling people who tell you, say, man, stop telling me to go vote because my vote don't count anyway?
Leave the country, man. Get out. Go somewhere.
Kill yourself.
Because you don't understand. I mean, so first of all, what do matter? What do you do that matter? And I will listen to that. Because if your vote don't matter, what do you do that matters? That's going to make change in your situation that you just so messed up about. Because usually those people got a whole bunch of problems that say stuff like that. and what solutions do you have for your problem? Now, I'm not saying voting is going to solve your problems. You ain't going to solve them by yourself. You need some help. So, hey, look, man, do something for somebody else. Get out there and do it. Let's just make it happen.
If you have a voice, then vote. Your vote is your voice. You have the opportunity to express yourself through your vote. You say nothing else works. You say protesting don't work. You say marching don't work. You say, voting don't work. Voting is your voice. Voting is your opportunity to get your voice heard. So make sure November 3rd you get your voice heard and vote. If you don't want to go out there because you coronavirus, say what?
I do want to say something about that though.
Go ahead.
When you say to people, you know, and I won't take that back. I won't be so harsh on those people because a lot of times people say my vote don't count anyway. And I think what they saying is that they have no idea what they want. And that ain't just their fault. It's our fault because we have to have an agenda of what we want for our communities, what we want to happen to take place, to hold somebody accountable for whoever we put in office. I don't care if you put in the wrong person. Try to hold that person accountable, and we need to have some ideals and things set of what we want from people in office. You know, it ain't just to get your favorite person in office and then they don't do crap. It's how we gonna hold our favorite candidate, no matter who gets in there, they still got to do something.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that's another issue that we have to have as a people of, you know, what are our mandates? You know, what do we have to have, especially on our local level? We
that's
talked
a very
about
good
that before, but
honestly that's the I think that's a good conversation to have though. In general, you know, people always complain, but as you always say, and I've known this ever since I've heard this. I've heard you say this ever since I've known you, Black. You aren't the first person to say it, but I've heard you say it the most. That if you were complaining all the time, what is your solution to get out of that complaint? What is your solution to the problem that you have? Come with a solution with your complaint. It may not be the right solution, but at least it's a start to something along the way. So if your complaint is nothing gets done, nothing happens when I vote, these presidents don't do squat for me. Okay, cool. What's your solution?
absolutely,
Is your
absolutely.
solution to run for office yourself? Is your solution to hey, speaking of which, y'all heard about the mayor in, I think it was Minnesota? How they had it was like a militia of like 12 dudes that was trying to kidnap her.
What?
You heard that? Yo, I think it was the mayor of Minnesota. I think it was the no, not Minnesota. Minnesota is the state. Minneapolis. I think it was Minneapolis. I don't remember what state, what city it was, but it was somewhere within the Midwest. Somewhere in the Midwest, there was a militia of like 12 dudes who literally plot and plan to kidnap the mayor of this city and like take her hostage and pretty much cause the civil unrest within the city, then which would have went into the state and then to the nation. Y'all didn't heard about that?
Mm-mm.
Damn,
I heard about that.
I'm the only dude who watches it. Y'all don't watch RETV news? No, y'all apparently don't. Y'all apparently, well, then I won't talk about it then. But yeah, there was some dudes, literally look it up, Google it, RETV news, whatever you want to call it. There was some dudes who was legitimately trying to kidnap the mayor of some state and cause civil unrest because they didn't necessarily care for the way she handled the whole coronavirus situation.
Wow.
She, you know, she's one of the ones that say, hey, you must be, you know, you must wear a mask, you must protect yourself, you must keep, you know, all that good stuff. And there was about Mike said, Mike, we know you. All right. So Mike, you gonna join this conversation from the sidelines for real? Mike, you seriously gonna join this conversation from the sidelines? You went, wait, look who decided to come back, y'all.
That ain't Mike, is it?
What's up, man? I'm back. I was watching it on the YouTube.
Hey, so Mike, but you know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah,
You was back there getting your prostate check.
Oh no.
He get a COVID prostate at the house.
Nah. Not today. I do have a check coming up though, so you know it is important. I do have one coming up.
Don't sound so excited, Mike. Don't sound so excited, man. Sound like you looking forward to that.
But Mike, you seen the talk about when they were trying to kidnap the mayor. What city was that, Mike?
I don't know what city it was, but I know it was like 12 people.
Yeah. They legit were trying to kidnap the mayor while she was on vacation at her vacation home. This is Donnell. Okay, so Donnell don't believe it.
Look it up.
It could be.
Man said, I saw it. He said, I don't know what city it was, but it was like 12.
It says here, Lightfoot
That's the same thing he said.
Oh, there
kidnapped
you
the-
Can
go.
you give us a little more detail,
Governor of
Mike?
Michigan.
No, I can't.
Where
Sorry.
was it? Where was it? Black.
Michigan.
Michigan.
Michigan governor.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it
it was
says
Michigan.
FBI foiled the militia plot to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer,
That's her. Yep.
then try her for treason. Damn.
Wait. Oh, they was gonna try her for treason.
The kidnappers, yeah. But the FBI,
Yeah.
I guess they foiled it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
They didn't care for the way she was running the state during Corona. People was crazy.
Dang.
They was probably didn't care for how she was running the state before Corona.
True. But Donnell, once you see who the kidnappers were, you'd understand.
Man, don't let it out, Ty. Who was the kidnappers, man? Huh? Who was
Say
the
what?
kidnappers, man? Who was the
I don't know who
kidnappers?
that they were, but they was like 12 strange looking white dudes who usually wear masks at night.
Yeah. Them type of dudes.
Yeah, them type of dudes.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, the mayor or whoever governor, whoever she is, she's I don't know, is she white or is she Latino or what, Mike?
She looked like she got something mixed with her, but as far as I know, she was white.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it was some white dudes trying to kidnap a white chick.
Yeah, yeah, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Hey.
I
Man.
thought that's what happened in movies. I ain't gonna lie.
It's
I thought
on,
that's
man.
the
It's
only-
on, man.
Michigan has
You better
fallen.
check yourself, man. This turned out to be a violent show. Kidnapping and fingering and all of that. It's a dangerous show, man, right here, man. I don't feel safe.
Yeah,
Mike
use your
asked you
safe
earlier,
word.
do you feel safe?
Use your safe word, man. Use your safe word.
Pineapples.
Okay.
You found it down there?
Something?
I see their mugshots.
Okay.
They look like some tiki torches, don't they?
I mean,
Hey.
she don't look no different.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I didn't know if she was white or she was mixed with something.
She looked like she might be mixed with something to me.
I don't know.
It was like earlier last week though that I saw it. So
Yeah. Y'all Google it. Let us know what you think. Put it in the comments here on YouTube. Hit us up, re-tv.net. Hey, yo, but before we go any further, let's go ahead and get into this question, because y'all know we get questions in all the time, whether it's via social media. I know we on not LinkedIn. What's the name of that? Instagram. We're on Instagram. Hit us up, Relationship Entertainment Television, or RETV, Millionaire Man Cave, or Instagram. Hit us up on Facebook and all the other good stuff. But we got people writing all the time, so let's talk about what this question is right quick that somebody has for us, fellas. Says, my son's an 18-year-old college freshman. He's a commuter, Corona, obviously. The last few years have required for me to make major adjustments in my approach towards him. I've learned and am learning when to stand back and when to step forward. I pride myself on continuous improvement. Parenting a teen has challenged me so much, and I finally believe I am seeing progress in myself. Can anybody relate? I commend all the brothers who have already been through this. This is my first go around. All right, fellas. So we got somebody who wrote in who said they're parenting a college freshman, 18-year-old teenager. It sounds like he's been giving him some challenges along the way over the past couple of years, and has made him adjust the way that he is as a man. I think everybody on the show tonight has a teenage son or teenage daughter. Am I correct?
Yeah, yeah. I think we all got
Yeah,
teenage
absolutely.
sons.
I got teenagers. All mine are teenagers. Mike, you said you got teenage. I know your daughter's the
I got
youngest,
two.
but you got
Yeah, I got
teenage
two
sons.
teenagers.
Black, all yours are teenagers. And Donnell, you
Yep.
got teenagers too, right?
No,
One.
You got one or just one teenager? Okay.
son, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So have y'all had to adjust the way you are as a parent based on this gentleman's conversation or gentleman's topic about how he's had to continuous improvement in parenting as a teen, parenting a teen has challenged him. Has it challenged y'all? Have y'all had to make improvements about yourself?
Yes.
Teenagers.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. So I'll step in first because I got the 17-year-old who's getting ready to graduate this year. When he first hit his teenage years, it was my first time going through it. So, it was rough because one, he stayed in his room. He started staying in his room more. And then two, he was a lot more combative. So like just in normal conversation, he'd be like just trying to contradict everything you say and trying to make sure that he was heard and trying to make sure that his point was the main point that was being heard. And so
Really?
yeah, I had to.
I know your son, so I really don't see him like that. But go ahead.
Oh yeah. So he's calmed down as he's gotten older. So this was when he was hitting around 15, and that lasted for a couple of years. And he has since he's been 17. Let's see, he just turned 17 in April. So about a year ago, he started to calm down. He started to come back to a normal sense of reality. But me as a parent, and now I have a 15-year-old too, he's going through it. And as a parent, I had to learn how to step back. I had to learn how to not just force my hand in every situation with the teenager, because all it's going to do is cause friction. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this
Yeah.
before you go forward, and I don't want to completely change the topic, but let me ask you this first, since you mentioned it, Mike. Is there a difference, in my opinion, or is there a difference in your opinion, excuse me, in the way that you were raised as a teenager versus the way that you're raising your son as a teenager? And I say that is because you feel like you have to withdraw from forcing your hand. I know personally, when I grew up, I thought my parents did force their hand and were a little bit more verbal and physical with me than we are as parents with our teenagers. But go ahead, Mike.
Yes, definitely so. When I was coming up, it was more that, children should be said, not heard, type, whatever the saying is. Seen,
be heard,
and not heard.
Be seen, not heard. Yeah.
So, when I tried to force my opinion, I'd get shut down. Who you talking to? You know what I'm saying? So, I actually, right, yeah, and I might get popped in the mouth, straight up.
Right.
And so we don't do that. We don't bring ours up the same way. We try to give them their space. We try to teach them how to speak. We try to teach them how to talk through their aggression, how to talk through their whatever it is they're going through. We're trying to teach them how. Yeah, we're trying to teach them how to speak their reactions and speak their words and their feelings versus just acting. Because that's what I did. I just acted, and I got my ass beat a lot by my parents.
Yeah. So you don't feel like it did you any good though, getting your ass beat?
No, because so real talk, I was one of them dudes that took a licking and kept on ticking. I just, I did whatever I wanted to do just because I knew I'd get a beating for it, and I didn't even care. I just kept doing what I wanted to do, and I kept messing up.
So not to cut in, not to
No,
cut
no,
in.
I'm going to you next, Donnell. Go ahead.
No. I mean,
Yeah, good try.
on topic, off topic, on topic, right? And this is just my 2 cents in terms of like, because you made the comment, the beating didn't make you a better person for it. Like I feel like that's such a slave mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did the master do when they couldn't control their slaves? They beat them. Meanwhile, we judge white people for not beating their kids.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. You're right. You're right. 'Cause a lot of us say, "Oh, that little boy should have been beat." I wouldn't talk to my mother like that, And
I
that
mean,
she's
it's one thing to be disrespectful, right? But yeah, I mean, we talk about how we, raise our kids differently, and some people raise their kids the way they've been raised in this generation. I if I may go next, like to answer the question, yes, I raised my kids differently on how I was raised. Much like Mike says, allowing them to speak. I mean, that's key. You know what I mean? Especially with dealing with society, right? Being able to talk through their feelings, giving them emotional intelligence.
Yes, that's a
That's
good way
one
to
of the
put it.
things as an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the things that I lack because I wasn't forced to talk through my feelings. Like if to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying, if somebody made me mad, I could be mad for forever. You know what I mean? And that's probably not the best way to go, but you know what I mean? Like I didn't care to express myself because I was never taught to express myself.
Express myself with ease.
Right. But I mean that's not really communicating. That's not using your words. You know what I mean? Like everything about that way is what they expect us to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Black,
I
what
did
say
want
you,
to
sir?
hold up,
Oh, my
Black.
bad. My bad. Go ahead, Mike.
I just wanted to cut back in because one of those things I feel like personally, and I learned it rearing all three of my children, um, that beatings are okay, the spankings, but it's when they're little that really affects them. You want the once they turn 9 or so, it doesn't really affect them to the point that you want it to. It's when they're in that age of like 3 to 6 that you don't even gotta beat them hard. You don't even have to do much. You know what I'm saying? But it gets their attention, it gets their respect, and as they get older, they know that it could come, so they shy away from it. Those are really the ages that you want to do the spankings, and like I said, they don't even have to be hard for a kid. But that 3 to 5, 3 to 6, that's really the age that you want to do, the spanking. And then from there, it's more learning how to talk. It's more learning how to express yourself. All right, that's it for me.
Black, you've been
Yeah,
kind of quiet.
I totally agree with what this brother going through. And one key thing that he did say, and one thing he has acknowledged, he didn't say nothing about his son improving. He said he was improving as a parent. And I think that's very key because, as parents, we believe we know what's right for our kids. Anytime they deviate from what we feel is right, then they're wrong, even when they could be right. And so when in his thing, he says, it's been challenging. Heck yeah, it's challenging. For my kids, I grew up athlete and just outgoing, just I'm my own thermostat. My kids are totally different. Both of them, they totally different. My son he laid back. He introverted. He don't. You be like, ah, man, that is, it's just totally different. at first, I was real. You know, it got to me when my son said he didn't want to play football no more, and I was like, "What? That's the only reason I'm still coaching." But you know, I had to grow as a father to understand that my children are unique because that's how they were made. They were very unique. They were made with their own minds, their own thinking, and my job is not to let it get messed up, not to mess it up, you know, and cultivate that spirit of freedom and cultivate that spirit of creation. You know, kids have. So I don't know what I did, but one thing I do know he's learning himself. Your kids is a reflection of you. You know, I do believe our kids are a reflection of us in certain points. But you know how to me, he said he's feeling better, and that's how I feel. I mean, I feel that you know we had a situation where you know my son has a job, and they've been calling him in to go to work, and for me, you know, I'm like, no, you don't need to go, you don't need that job. But my son, you know, he's in the point to where he said, hey, look, man, I want to go. I mean, it's for me, and I'm like, somebody said about you know not we can't. A lot of times we try to parent our kids on every situation they get into, and that's something that I stopped doing. I just make all my teachings principle based. You know, this year's the Corona. Next year is going to be something else. Hell, I was telling my wife when we were coming up, we had gangs. It was, you know, AIDS and HIV. You know, it was, you know, all kinds of stuff. It's something to be scared of. It's always something to be scared of if you're not prepared. And I just try to prepare both of my kids, like Donnell said, to be emotional intelligent, to be able to maneuver yourself through this world no matter what. So, I mean, I agree with this brother, and that's a hard thing, man. That just to, you know, you want your son to be like you or do the things you want to do, and y'all butt heads, and it don't work out right in your mind. But I look back at history, and me and my dad, we clashed a lot. Later on in life, when I got my own family, now I'm finding myself gravitating back to those things that my dad and I were arguing about. And now I have left myself and I'm thinking like my dad now. So, you know, it ain't never over. It ain't never over.
Never.
You know what? I feel
That's
honestly, Black.
Parents, a lifetime thing.
It is a lifetime thing. Honestly, and I'm a little mixed. I'm a little torn between this for a couple reasons. Without share. But I think one of the biggest mistakes that we make as parents is that, like Black just said, we so busy trying to make our children so much like us instead of allowing them to be who they are. And I think that's part of this, what I call new age parenting. Back when we were younger, you know, our parents wanted us to be who we are and be who they wanted us to be, and we had to live with what they wanted us to live. In comparison to now, where a lot of parenting is, you know, you be free, you be who you are, you have a voice, you have, you know, a lot of things that we didn't have as younger children, right?
Right.
And so I'm a little torn between both the new age and the old school because to a certain degree, I do believe while children should be free to express themselves and so forth, like Mike, you mentioned earlier, there's a difference between that and being disrespectful. And a lot of kids now are allowed to be in places in which they should not be, which becomes disrespectful. We're allowing kids to be older than who they are, and because they are allowed to express themselves, which is fine, express yourself, but I believe you should not be able to express yourself in a way that's disrespectful because you were used to conversations that as a child you should not be.
See, but that comes through the conversation.
If I'm able to talk amongst, if I'm allowing my 8-year-old son or my 12-year-old son to come into Man Cave and have Man Cave conversations, I can't expect him to change his talk to me outside of Man Cave differently, because he's invited into conversations that's allowing him to speak freely in a way he can just say anything he want to say, because that's what we do in Man Cave. Now, when I go outside of Man Cave, I'm expecting him to talk differently than what he's used to. So when I say that to mean there are a lot of kids who are allowed in adult conversations, but then you expect them to act like children and have child talk. But yet you allow them to interrupt your adult conversation or be in your adult conversations when you're speaking with another adult. Then when you're talking to them and they talk slick to you and they say something that's out of pocket because that's what they hear you talking with other adults, how is that fair to the child?
Okay, hold up. So
Well, I think
my oldest
we're talking
son,
about boundaries.
yeah, boundaries. There you go. My oldest son, like I said, he went through it first, and he would come out through those conversations disrespectful sometimes, and that's when you gotta check him and be like, hold up, remember who you talking to. So it's not the pop in the mouth, remember who you talking to. It's more, remember who you talking to, get yourself back in check. So this is them learning through those conversations. So even if you let them into some of those adult conversations, I'm not saying let your kids into all adult conversations, because that's not right. They don't have the capacity to understand it. But you do let them into some, because they are learning to be adults. That's what a teenager is. They're having these adult emotions and don't know how to deal with them. And so we let them talk, but you still have to stop them sometimes. We're like, whoa, remember who you talking to now. I am your dad.
So
yeah.
So what if he says to you, Mike? What if he says to you, or she says to you, whoever your child is, and they say, "Well, why I gotta leave this conversation, but you let me in any other conversation?"
So to Mike's point, and if you don't mind me answering
Go ahead.
to that whole point, like as a parent, you know what I mean? Like if you do that, don't do it. When you do it, you gotta give context to it. You know what I mean?
That's what I was getting at.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's not just, oh, I'm going to invite you into this conversation. I'm going to invite you into this conversation. This is what you should take from it, but also know that, this is an adult conversation. Like this isn't the norm. You know what I mean? In that.
Yes.
And that's what I was getting at, because a lot of kids get into adult conversations, and like I said, back in the day, I wasn't allowed in adult conversations. I didn't know why.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Right.
Say what?
I say, yeah, you're right. You're right about that. I mean,
Yeah. But nowadays, nowadays you can sit and me and you can be having a conversation, and a child walks in, or a young teen walks in, and he or she is invited in the conversation as if they're part of the crew, instead of saying, "Yo, step away for a minute. This ain't your type of conversation. I'll talk to you later," or "Don't jump in here because you shouldn't be." It's like, oh, we talking, me and my homeboy talking, me and my homegirl talking. Here come my son, here come my daughter, here come blah, 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 blah. And they jump in the conversation like they part of the crew. And it's like, no,
like,
this isn't your
when you talking about bad parents, that ain't the kid's fault. That's the parent. That's the parents. That's bad parent.
Okay.
That's the parents' fault. They ain't got nothing to do with the kids. Kids know their boundaries. So when you let the boundaries become to a point, first of all, I mean, I was with Mike when Mike was saying you introduce your children to certain things. Because you have to, because if they learn about certain situations on their own out in the world or from someone else, then whoever has their ear has their destiny. And you better be loud in your child's ear. You better be in your child's ear about the right things. And I'm not saying that don't mean beat them, but you better be talking to them. There should be no conversation that's off limit, when you're trying to raise your child. But, as far as having inappropriate, first of all, hey, look, if your child see you doing inappropriate or, so-called adult stuff, and you let your child in on it, all you saying is, I want you to be inappropriate. I want you to be like this. So that's what a child, you can't get mad at the child. You can't,
But
what you get mad at?
right, that's what I said. That's where it becomes unfair to the child, because then when the child's in a different situation or around different people and they jump into an adult conversation or they say something they've heard or they felt comfortable enough to say,
just like their parents. They act just like their parents in them situations.
and you can't get mad at that child and be like, "Oh, you shouldn't have said that. Oh, let me pop you in your mouth now." No, you should have popped them in the mouth when they was in the conversation in the first place.
Yeah. Okay.
If you know you got bad habits and you know that you know what type of father you are, look, you can't have that stuff around your children. You got if you gonna be, you got to be a chameleon, man. Hey, look, my grandparents, my parents, hey, look, they all did a whole bunch of stuff, but I had boundaries. Hey, look, they could have all kinds of stuff on the table. I know I don't put my lips on that, and if I do, they might get knocked off. You know, I know that certain conversations that when I got around my daddy and my uncles, and it was all like you said, that man cave experience or that barbershop experience. Hey, if I knew that those conversations didn't go no further than that, and guess what? The only time I repeated when I got around my little buddies. That's it. But they weren't gonna get repeated in the house. They're not gonna get repeated nowhere else because I knew the boundaries, and we got to give boundaries to, you know, the principles that we're talking about.
Okay,
I think
so
that's
boundaries. Boundaries. I like that, Black. We call it code switching. You know, code switching is knowing how to speak in different situations.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, what we're doing is we're teaching our kids code switching. We're teaching them that, you know, when you're talking to your parent is different than how you talk to your friends. You don't talk to me like you talk to your friends. You know what I'm saying? And aside from that, when you let them into some of those adult conversations, you let them know through that conversation that, you know, hey, this is how we talk here, but you may not talk about that outside of the family, you know, so you're teaching them. These experiences teach them how to be adults and how to survive in society.
Mm-hmm. And that's the most important time you can get your kids, when you do allow them to, depending on age and depending on the situation, when you allow them to get into let's say a higher dope type conversation, you hope don't ever miss the opportunity to do your teaching. You got to always be teaching. For instance, when I got ready to buy my business, the business I bought, my son was involved in the process.
Okay.
How so? That's what's up. How so?
I wanted him to understand how I was trying to evaluate. I was wanting him to understand the stuff that I was going through. Now, that ain't a child's place to know what your parents doing and all that other stuff, but I wanted him to be in there. See, I want his conversations when he started talking with his friends about, you know, how you evaluate when you're about to make an important decision. How do you, I don't know if I did it the right way, but this is what my daddy did. He might learn that I did it the wrong way later on life.
Yeah.
But he got that experience to have something to bounce it back off of, to reflect it from, versus absorb everything that may not be good for him. You know, at least he did see me do something, and he saw how it was being done, and he was invited to the process. Now, he may not particularly want to be in that process, but he got the invitation, and he had the opportunity to, you know, to be in on it, and my daughter, you know. So those situations, those some adult-like situations. Now, there's some adult-like negative situations. Look, first of all, kill yourself. If you having a conversation, look, grandma always told me, son, live your life like it's going to be on the front page tomorrow, and you'll be all right. And so if we having them conversations that we not proud of and we don't want to get out, then no, we shouldn't be doing that around our kids. Now, we joking around with the fellas and, you know, we doing I'm going to say our mannish stuff. That's an old word, old South word. Ooh, he managed. Oh, he managed. If we being managed, that's
I've heard women say that. Wasn't necessarily old women, but I've heard women say that.
Yeah.
yeah, man.
What's up?
So he managed. That just mean they was cougars and they will give you some. That's what they mean. That's what managed mean. The cougars.
So look, can you admit to your kids when you were wrong?
Do it all the time,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, I think that's important.
I don't feel like my parents did that. I don't think like
No, they didn't.
you know, when we
Hell
were
no.
coming up,
Parents didn't do it.
it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think now it's important to admit or to, you know, man up or woman up or whatever when you're wrong, so that they can understand how to, again, this is all teaching moments, experience. They can understand how to come around. Yeah, emotional intelligence. That's the word for the night. Ding, where's the bell? Emotional intelligence. Yeah. So, you know, just saying that to say that when you admit when you're wrong, it helps them to understand and how to not appreciate, but how to act themselves when they're wrong.
But
The biggest thing kids
it'll teach them.
is being hypocritical.
It'll teach them good habits when they get into relationships.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. And what were you saying, Black, about being a hypocrite?
Yeah, they see us as being hypocritical because when we wrong, if it's just my way or the highway, man, you stand a chance to lose your kids. But
That's
when
right.
you teach your kids that, I'm a firm believer in this. However you hate me, you got to love me back twice as hard, the same way. For instance, if I go off on you and man, why you ain't take this garbage out? Daggone it. I done told you, and you ain't get out here and take this garbage out. Now, some is that. Now, he wrong or she wrong. But I have outlet with my anger and my expression or my frustration, express that to a point at a level here.
Okay.
At the same time, you got to learn how to bring your kids back or restore your kids, because nobody wants to let nobody down. When them kids do something good in the other way, man, you got to excite with that same excitement or more, overdo it. And they're going to tell you, man, come on, you're doing too much. Oh, my God, come on, you're embarrassing. They're going to say that outwardly, but when they know that you truly mean it, what you're doing is building that transparency that you got to have with people.
Yes.
For them
transparency. That's another one.
Yeah, you got to have transparency. I mean, I tell my son, man, I messed that up. And he was like, yeah, you sure did. I was like, look, man, all right, don't say it no more. But yeah, I really messed it up.
Yeah, you know? Man, it's good. It's good for them.
I mean, I found that when I was in the school system, man, as a school leader, I mean, I had a lot of success with my teams because I wasn't afraid to stand in front of a group of people and own up to my mistakes.
Okay.
They saw transparency. They knew I wasn't looking for perfection. They was just looking. I was just looking for the perfect them, the best they can be, not perfection in the situation, but hey, man, just give it all you got. You know, anytime you give it all you got and you're doing something honest and it don't go the right way, admit it. It's out there, and I think we can do a lot with our kids, man, when they do understand on how to work through those relationships, and like Donnell is saying, to be emotional intelligent about that.
Yep,
I'm with you, Black. But honestly, I feel like a lot of dudes' pride getting away. They feel like I can't be soft enough to apologize to my kids, yet alone anybody else. But I think that is such a humbling experience for a lot of men that they're scared to do it or won't do it because they let their pride and their ego get in the way. Why I gotta apologize to my kids? My kids are kids. My kids are younger than me. They're supposed to be in their place, and that's what it is. And that's not always the case. Like you said, ain't none of us perfect. We all make mistakes. We make mistakes as parents.
That's right.
Mistakes as spouses. We make mistakes as employers, employees. And so just the same way we expect our kids to apologize when they screw up, we got to apologize even to them when we screw up. And that's why, honestly, as a man, one of my biggest things as a man is my word. If I give you my word, then I feel like I need to follow through with that as much as I possibly can, because that's just what I feel like I need to give you out of respect. And I teach my kids that. Follow through with your word. And if you do mess up on your word, then you apologize.
Yep.
You
try to make it right.
Right. You try to make it right.
Try to make it right.
If you can't follow through on what you said you was going to do, then my bad. I apologize. I couldn't do it, or whatever the case may be. And you try to make it right, like Mike said.
Yeah. I mean, we all mess up.
And you know what? It ain't just with the kids. A lot of men can't do that with their women either. And you know, as far as men when you're wrong, and letting that pride go. And I mean, I'm gonna tell you. So you know, I look at a lot of people that ask, how long you been married and what works and all that stuff. And I think that's probably one of the biggest things I had to learn. And it ain't just for my marriage; it's for me as a person. It don't got to be my wife. And if I mess it up, I confess it up, and I move on with a solution to try to make it happen, man. So just admitting, man. Yeah, you got me. You got me. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You ain't that serious. You ain't that important in life to where you got to be right all the time.
That's growing as a person.
Just grow as a person, man. Right.
So like my man was saying, grow as a parent. It's not just growing as a parent, it's growing as a person.
That's what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing.
I had to explain that to one of my kids the other day. Because parenting teenagers is not an easy thing at all. First thing, they think they know it all. And then two, they go through a wide range of emotions from literally 13 to 18 and beyond. Not just
sex,
males,
hormones, testosterone, want to do the
exactly. Not just females, but males. They all go through a range of all of them owns that Black just told y'all about. So parenting kids. One of the biggest things that we have to teach our kids, though, is that even as a grown adult, I'm 39. Donnell earlier said he was 40. Mike and Black are like 67. But but even at 46, 47.
Somebody told me they thought I was 37.
There you go.
Even at 36, even at 46, 47, whatnot, we don't know it all. So as a 15-year-old, as a 16-year-old, as a 17-year-old, as an 18-year-old, I have two 15-year-olds and a 17-year-old. Yeah, 17-year-old, and the other one's getting ready to be 21. So I have two 15-year-olds and a 17-year-old. I have to tell him, you don't know it all. Me as a 39-year-old, I don't know it all. Your grandmother as a 70-whatever-year-old, she doesn't know it all. You are continuously learning throughout all of your life. So don't think you are just that brilliant, that smart because you get whatever school or because your friends think you are the top of the line, that you cannot continue to grow and learn as an adult. This dude says, I am continually improving as a parent. He is still learning. So, I mean,
I was going to say, too, don't rule out therapy.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. That's something that Black folk don't do. Well, Black men, anyway. I don't know what the hang up is or, why we don't. I mean, I have my reasons, but, for those who don't know, going through therapy isn't necessarily a bad thing. It helps you be emotional intelligence for, relationships with your kids, with your spouse, at work, so, I just want to put that out there.
Yeah.
That's true. That's very true. That's very true. A lot of us, we won't go through counseling or therapy for our marriages. We won't go through counseling or therapy to deal with. I'll say this.
It's just life.
We cannot repeat the same cycles that our parents and our grandparents have gone through. They didn't believe in that stuff back in the day because of whatever reasons. I don't know. We can't go through those same cycles and feel like we have a lot more opportunity now than they did as well. So we have to take advantage of the opportunities of the counseling, of talking with whomever, whatever, so that way we can continue to grow and become better parents, better men, better husbands, better whatever we are.
And find that counselor that works for you too, because not all counselors are good.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now, man. It ain't just we don't. You right down there. We don't go through no counseling, and guess what? We don't read no books. We don't do nothing to improve us. It's just like I got it. If I ain't got it now, everything. But it's so true. What you have to solve your problem is already inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta learn how to harness that power to make it work for you. And sometimes the therapy, reading books, listening to different other people, reading about how other people handle situations, man, hearing that, educating yourself, that helps. But that's one thing we don't want to do, man. We want to look at everybody like, we always say what
like
they got,
like we got it all. Nah, sometimes
they building, they building something over there, or they came up with these crazy laws, and we don't see ourselves involved in that situation at all, man. And so, and then when I was coming up, you go see a therapist. Oh, you crazy? You was crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
You crazy. He ain't right in the mind. She ain't right in the mind. She gotta go see the doctor. Stuff like that. You hear stuff like that in our culture, and you're like, what?
I'm about to say, to your very point, Black, that was me. You know what I mean? Like that's what I thought when people, would recommend that I did go see a therapist. Like I thought that I was such the easiest going person that why would I need to go see a therapist? You know what I mean? But I can, if you was to ask me now, I would recommend it to anybody.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm with Mike. I definitely believe anybody, right down there, I would recommend it to anybody, but I'm with Mike in the fact of find one that fits you. And I don't mean find one that's the yes woman or a yes man, but find one that can seriously help you, because not every therapist is the same. Not every counselor is the same. Not every coach is the same. There are ones that can, that are better suited to help benefit you than others.
I'm about to say, if you paying for it.
and again, that doesn't mean go find a yes woman or a yes man that's going to tell you and be, oh, woe is me, because you in there on your couch, or whatever, giving, thoughts of X, Y, and Z. No, you don't want to find one that's going to be a yes woman or a yes man. You want one that's going to be real with you, allow you to speak your mind, but tell you the truth, or really help you in the long run than doing you more harm.
Right.
Yeah, you got to find somebody, you always need to find somebody that can help you raise your level of your thought process. And that ain't always a person telling you what to do, but they're with you. They can recognize how they need to. When you feel the doc, man, I do all that already. I don't know what that doctor talking about. Hey, get you another doctor. Because that doctor could be telling you that, or we ain't gonna say it got to be a doctor, because all therapists don't have to be a medical doctor. Let me get that straight.
Right.
They can be. They don't have to have no doctor laws, no degrees, no other that stuff. Hell, it could be your child. Hell, is your therapist. But my children have been my therapist.
Kids in adult conversation.
Yeah, put them in there. Hell, hey, but anyway, but that person that you can listen to and be like, you know what, I'm gonna try that. What they said, that's something new for me. If that person if you ain't willingly ready to move forward with some of the steps or actions that person shared with you, then you need to find somebody else. See, that's why I don't listen to other people's problems, because I don't know how to say it right. I'm not a therapist, because I know I ain't no good therapist. One of my boys told me this weekend, he was telling me about something his son. I said, that sounds like bad parenting to me.
You trying to have a moment.
I was like, go there, get the hell on then. Hey, look, hey, but look at it. He thought something that took place a long time ago. But that's all good. I mean, that's my boy. He's good. But that's my therapy. I'm like, I'm listening to you. It sounds like bad parenting.
Well, Again, bro, I see to the gentleman who wrote this particular letter to us and whatnot. I commend you for what you're doing. I'm glad the fact that you are, like I said, growing as not just an individual, but as a parent. And I'm pretty sure your wife, commends you as well on what you're doing. Since you've had to take a look at your
wife.
Say what?
He ain't say nothing about no wife.
He didn't, but I'm assuming he had to have a child from somewhere, somebody. I'm assuming it's his wife. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure that the man's wife.
See, Dad, you think everybody is married, Dad. See, everybody's not married these days, Dad. See, you assuming.
And all these
assuming,
families.
Yeah, Relationship Entertainment Television is a positive network, and I shall say positive things and think positive things about people who write these letters. So I'm assuming in a positive manner that this brother is married with an 18-year-old son that's a freshman in college.
Goodbye.
So, Dad, you think that people who aren't married that have kids are bad? So you think everyone who has a child out of wedlock is bad?
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Saying, Dad.
Nope. That's not what I said. Those were the words that did not come out of my mouth.
Let me get $10, Dad.
Yeah, okay. Send me your cash app, son.
That's how I go, though, man. That's how I go. Like just little situations that we have where our bias gets in our way of truth and what can really help a relationship. Now I ain't gonna say just our kids, but our bias, and that's normal. That's why we got it. We the only animal on earth that got bias.
And I'm just commending this gentleman for the fact that he is growing as a man. And as a parent in his particular situation dealing with teens, as a parent who has a 20-year-old who's getting ready to be 21 later next year, and a 17-year-old, 15-year-olds who's been through dealing with both male and female teens, it is a struggle. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm pretty sure the other three gentlemen on this panel as well can say it is a struggle dealing with parenting a teen, both male and female. So I commend this dude for growing. It does take a lot as a husband, as a father, as whatever you are, to deal with all this stuff because times are different. I think we've recognized, that times are different from when we grew up as teenagers to now. We have more. Our children have more of a voice now than when they did back then. We parent differently than some of our parents did back then. So I commend this young brother or this brother. I don't know if he's old or young, black, for growing as a parent and as an adult.
True that.
As he's commended us, we commend you, my brother, for all that you do. This is your first go around. I hope it is successful for you, your second, third, and however many other kids you got go around as well. But let's get into this man code, y'all. Let's where's man code? Who got man code?
Man code. I got man code today, man. I got it. Check this out, man. Speaking of parenting, if your woman ever asks you to open something like a can or something in front of your kids, you got to open it, man. You cannot like your woman did with that top. If you do, you're going to lose them. You lost the dog. Dad got to be able to open anything a woman give to him. If she give it to you, hey, can of pickles, hey, you better pop it. If you don't pop it in front of them, look, man, you better distract them, walk around the corner, open that door, put it in the groove, close that door, and pop that damn thing. You gotta do something, man. You can't be a good parent or you can't be a good dad if you can't open stuff up for your kids and your woman. Okay. That's spiritual life. You can't open stuff. You got to do something about it. Now
that's a good one. Y'all, you ever struggle with a good bag of chips? You be like, what the hell kind of they put on these chips? Yeah, I'm gonna go get the scissors. Or kick your teeth. Yeah, go get the scissors.
My teeth, man, so fast. Hey, go put some scissors or something, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and that because with a bag of chips, you can just pop them open, eat you some chips. But you ever had a good bag of chips you just could not open to save your life?
Hey, look,
That's
man,
the
I'm
best.
saying that, man.
I'm just
I was
saying.
with,
I'm with
this
you.
old lady, man, asked me to open up a Sprite bottle she had, and it was right after she asked me, well, you know, I had told her, yeah, I played football, I was this, all that. She said, I opened it, and man, I don't know what was wrong with this Sprite. It was just a plastic bottle with a top, and it just, man, I hit it. It was like, God, left hand. I mean, I'm like, I'm sounding like Donnell getting his prostate checked. Yeah. Man, look, I said, hey, my hand's a little wet. I had to make an excuse. My hand's wet. They slippery. Just fit it right there, and I'll get it when I come back.
That is the favorite move. Everybody rub their hands on their shirt when they can't get stuff open.
You know what I did? I went to my car, snuck a pair of pliers back in the house, put a paper towel over the top, plop, put the top back on, put the pliers in my pocket. When the old lady turned around and said, oh, got it. There you go, baby. There you go.
All that for a Sprite bottle.
You had to get the pliers out.
You don't know what an old lady can do with a Sprite bottle?
Oh, I know what some strippers could do with a Sprite bottle.
I'm joking, man. Hey, down there.
Donnell, go ahead and say it, Donnell. Donnell, you've been quiet for too long. Let it out, Donnell.
I'm gonna leave y'all alone. Y'all gonna have a field day, but guess what? I'm petty.
You should be. You should be touching. You know you're a little touching now.
Okay.
You don't even close doors behind you.
Hey, look, Ty got the tissue.
Leave that door. Don't close that door behind me.
Oh man, y'all
Don't
making
close
me
it.
scared. I gotta go through mine in December. Y'all making me scared now.
Don't be scared.
Hey, I ain't 40 yet, so I'm gonna be like, can I get that new weight? Prick my finger, please. Prick my finger.
Oh man, hey, look. They got two. They can take. Is it the PSAs? They take the PSA or something like in your blood. And when you give the regular blood, they look at when you get your blood test. It should be in there. And some doctors will do it like that. But they also determine that based on other health issues that you may have had in your history,
Family history, all that.
Yeah, family history, all that stuff, man. It'll determine if you need to be doing that. They can look at your blood, but yeah, man, all fellas, man, get out there and get checked, man. Get out there and get checked for everything.
We joking about it, we
doctor.
laughing, but yeah, it's a serious thing. As we said at the beginning of the show, we'll say at the end of the show, it's serious. Get checked.
While you messing around, men don't regularly get physicals every year. You gotta get out there and get your physical every year.
Yeah, every year.
Yeah, I know. I'm here to say, man. I do mine every year, man. Hey, every year, and I set the appointment when I leave. The one I just did this year, I already got the appointment set for next year.
I'm saying had mine every year at the beginning of the year. Mine is in January. Right before I leave, I set it for the next January, so that way I already got it set.
Yep, and they're free. In most health plans, your yearly checkup, your yearly physical is free.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No copay, nothing.
And here's the truth:
January, this January, but it's coming.
What'd you say?
Even if look, I hear cats out here. Even if you got to pay for your own physical, pay for it. Heck, I see you out here. You'll pay $200 for an ounce of weed, but you won't pay for your own physical. Get yourself checked up. We do stupid stuff. We do some stupid stuff, man. Say what?
I said, who that weed man paying $200 for an ounce of weed?
Oh man,
that's a good price.
I don't know what the going rate is.
That seems like a good price to me.
Hey, anyway, let me not get on that. But anyway,
I took Black Mind way back.
I hear cats will go buy the new pair of Jordans every time they come out, but won't do nothing for their health.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You want your body to look good, but you don't want your body to be good. What the hell is that? That's the mentality, man. We just got to kill, man. You know what I'm saying? We want to look good, unhealthy. Hell, I don't give a damn if I got on Jesus walk sandals. I want to be healthy, dog.
Yeah.
Man, that's a whole nother can of worms. I think that's a topic in itself. You know what I mean? Like,
It is.
I hate cats that own all the Jordans but don't own anything.
Let's put it down. So we got to talk about the wealth portion. We got to talk about the wealth portion of helping brothers out, man. Let's get to that, man. We need.
Yeah,
that's the next. We need to put that down.
Good topic.
Yeah.
Good topic.
Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Y'all,
Yeah,
hey, so
we
now we talk about next week. Go ahead.
$10,000 rims. You know, all this bull. I got all the Polo. You know, I got all the Gucci. But you ain't never filled out an application for nothing.
We're telling y'all what next week's topic is. We're telling y'all what next week's topic is. Make sure y'all tune in.
Don't even have credit.
No.
That's right.
Yeah,
Don't even know your credit score. Don't even know your own credit score.
Yep.
Don't even know their own address. They don't even know their own address. You know why? Because they ain't got now. They live with somebody else.
I live with my girl. My girl take care of all that for me. Look, I live with my girl. She take care of all that for me.
Hey, man, that's another man code. Write that down, man. If I hear a dude, you can't tell me you live with your girl. Man, just kill yourself. Slap yourself dead.
Hey,
there's a difference between me and my girl got a spot together.
And you can't say I pay the bills, but it's your girl's spot. Yeah, nah, bump that.
Yeah. all these Jodis out there. Get the hell out of here.
Jody.
Exactly. I can't stand that movie. I can't stand that movie. God, that's the most aggravating movie ever.
No,
I hate it, but I watch it every time.
Yeah.
It's stupid. I mean, yeah. And man, all right. So what was Man Code again? Y'all done made me forget what the hell Man Code was.
Yeah, we never stamped it.
Oh, yeah, let's stamp it. Man Code about parenting. If your woman hand you something to open in front of your kids, or anywhere, or not in front of your kids, if you ain't got no kids, and your woman hand you something to open, and you can't open it, don't have no kids. You should not have kids until you learn how to open it. That's the man code. If a woman hand you something to open, you got to open it, no matter what. I don't care if you bust it. It's got to be open.
There it is.
You got to open it.
All right.
There it is. Stamp.
It's right down
Stamp it, Man Code.
To open it.
Got to open.
What kind of example you said? What kind of example you said? Danny, we can say it.
You better not make no girly grunt.
And then still open. Next time you and your son, you gonna hit me? Oh, you gonna knock me out? Oh, you gonna hold me up like you open that can?
Ooh, man.
Elbow him in the throat. Elbow him in the throat.
Yeah.
Man, go.
That's when old school parents can come back in and you just whoop his ass.
Whoop his ass.
Just because you can.
Like
exactly.
His ass. Because the store cannot get out that you could open that damn can. Yeah, it cannot get out, man. That cannot get out. I mean, just think about it, man. Imagine everybody sitting around and your wife telling the story, girl, we was all chilling. I gave him a can. He couldn't get that can on. Girl, we laughed and everybody looking at you like this weak ass dude, right? Yeah. You can't let that out, man.
No,
you can't
sir.
let that out. If your wife started talking about how you got to shut up, you got the right to bust in her mouth.
We do not condone violence on Millionaire Man Cave, yet alone relationship entertainment television. Black says,
Did you say
views and opinions of Black say bust her in her mouth.
bus?
Bust in her mouth.
Y'all mute him because he's what he just said. He should have been muted. I'm glad you muted. He muted his damn self. You can do both though. Both. Do both. Both. Either one will be sufficient.
Hey, this is what happens when Millionaire Man Cave goes to overtime.
Overtime.
Man Cave is supposed to be a teaser into what real Man Cave is about. Y'all letting these people in for real.
Hey, it's Man Cave. It's Man Cave. Damn it.
Man Cave. Hey, and you better have no tattoos on your arm or on your neck. You can't open that can up, man. You better have no tattoos.
Somebody's wives are in here.
Hey,
they telling us it's time to go. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is supposed to be a sneak peek
Oh God!
This is supposed to be a sneak peek in the Millionaire. It's supposed to be a sneak peek in the Man Cave, and they didn't got the real. Yeah. So on that note, we appreciate y'all tuning in.
It was like the principal just walked in the classroom.
Right. Y'all straighten up right quick.
Was that you, Blackman?
Oh man, this is one for the book.
Like, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Yo, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Millionaire Man Cave.
See, that's what I don't like, man. All them exclamation marks. Look, I heard what you said.
Yeah, she heard what you said. Millionaire Man Cave every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here, Relationship Entertainment Television. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your family, share it with your friends. We getting off of here because apparently some women have infiltrated the show, and we are not going to learn today. Huh? Yeah. Millionaire Man, we getting out before we get in trouble.
There you go.